Everything's come full circle, baby.
One, cat ears, but two, oh, I need a helper. Their episodes, I've said a few times, like, you know, I really liked the fighting episode, the episode where Luz and Amity got into the brawling thing. I like that episode. I've said that episode 1 of season 2, one of my favorite scenes is when Ida is motherly to Luz, basically saying that she's sacrificing her apple blood, which she loves, and apparently has had addictions since she was a kid, to buy Griffin eggs so Luz can eat, because that's the only food that, like, she can really digest. I've said those things a few times. I think this might be my favorite episode. Like, I don't know. I'd say this is, and I'll say this in probably most of this episode, not entire episode, is up there with also my favorite scene from the Owl House, which was that egg scene. Because, God, did I not cry, or did I just cry at some points? Did I, like, feel broken when certain things happen in this episode? And, like, when I realized the parallels to the very first episode of the Owl House, like, oh my God, like, I legitimately feel like I just got out of a goddamn emotional fight. Like, oh my God, I am hurting. Hell, the point where I guess, spoiler, go watch this episode. I love this episode. The point where Ida and Luz have a fight, to where I was going, I don't want this. Because again, I love a good, like, anime fight. I love a good, like, they're fighting against, a good fighting against each other kind of thing. This was like, no, don't do this. Why are you fighting? And I'm like, oh, like, it. Hold on, I gotta make sure this is recording, because I don't want to redo anything. But, oh my God, I am goddamn shook. I am legitimately shook by this, and I love this. I love this show so much, and I am legitimately, like, hurting on the inside for this. And mind you, it ends happily, which, yay, it does. Good. But, oh my God, the pain I felt. Like, there's some points where, like, people said, oh, I'm shook, or, like, oh, what was it? Like there's some bits where it's like, oh, like, when I watched the Ida and Lilith fight in season 1, I'm like, okay, like, everyone's like, oh, boo Lilith, all this stuff. And I'm like, Lilith's gonna become a good guy. Like, I love this show, but I love the show a lot, but I could definitely see the writing on the wall with that one. Lilith was gonna become a good guy. I saw, like, that, I guess Kikimora was gonna be, like, not switch sides, but never switch sides, that she's gonna be only loyal to the Emperor. God. There is, like, there's some that's like, okay, yeah. This episode had so many, like, ups and downs emotionally for me, and I'm like, oh my God, I am legitimately hurting. Like, just, like, because here's the thing, this entire episode, for a few things. One, okay, we start off with a really good little hint at, okay, the in-between world is connected to, the in-between world is connected, this world, which Luz visited, is where the hunter is, or the collector is stuck. And also he's stuck in a Pokeball, Master Ball. What is the ball from the Ultra Beast? I don't know. But, and I guess he's actually just a kid alone. This takes place, I guess, after the Titan episode, or when they visited the Titan. And they also straight say that, yes, King is the son of the Boiling Isle. It's not like, maybe he is, maybe he isn't kind of thing. He is the son of the Boiling Isle. Unless they're trying to do, because they did kind of do a similar thing with Camilla, I guess, where, like, apparently what Luz remembered was different from what she heard. But I want to go off the idea that what I want to go off of is, I guess that's probably what they're trying to pull with this. But I hope they don't pull it kind of like that, and this is straight confirmation that yes, King is the child of the Boiling Isles.
You're a Titan, King. You're the son of the Boiling Isles.
Hey, yeah, and they come home to find every place, the house ransacked, new wanted posters that the Mystery Shack is gonna make, and I'm gonna buy each one because I'm insane. Really? Oh wait, I was thinking. I thought the Lilith's. I was trying to see how much the reward difference was. I thought Luz was the same reward as Ida, but Ida's still maxing her wanted level out at 5 stars. Luz is like a 1-2 star criminal. Lilith is like a 3-star criminal, and Hootie's, I'm sure, are the monster. I love these. I love these a lot. I want all of them. But they come home. The house is completely ransacked. Supposedly, they left a map. I'm sorry, I am legitimately shook by this episode. Leaves a map, which turns out, nope. Ida didn't leave a map. Lilith did. Which again,
obviously.
Hold on.
Oh, the one we left them.
Ida's gonna tear her sister apart. But I love how this entire episode is Ida being mom. Like, straight up. At one point, like, I basically, just to summarize a lot of this episode, and I don't want to, I'm not, like, trying to gloss over things, but, because you know me, I can talk about this all day. Well, if you've seen my videos, you know this. Just a quick synopsis. Ida and Lil don't have a plan. Luz thinks they have a plan. Ida basically says, we can't do anything. So let's just, I guess, have a final death day, I guess. And I'm just like, oh my God, my heart. I'm like, oh God, that hurts. I'm like, oh, like, ow. I'm like, it's pretty much a final death day, or at least, final day before everything goes to hell. And Ida he says, well, you know what, like, what do you want to do today, Luz? Luz obviously has a plan after seeing, her little brother, basically make a snow bunny for that, because all their stuff is taken, including King's stuffed animal. Luz has a plan, while Auntie Lilith has just gotten drunk on that Kool-Aid so hard.
Comfort.
I can't believe this. All this time you've had a Titan under your roof? I've eaten ice cream with a god.
Just straight drunk that Kool-Aid, just glug, glug, glug. Like, holy hell has she drunk it.
Just because he's got tall genes doesn't mean he's a god.
I love that. And I also love that they are, like, King's still king to them. Even if they found out, they kind of, instead of, oh my God, they say, oh my Titan. So, like, comparatively, Lilith and, the rest of the Isles, yeah, they see him as a god. These two see him just as king, and I love that.
And he falls into the toilet like once a day.
God falls into the toilet once a day.
Perhaps he's still too young. His powers haven't...
And basically Lilith is trying to worship King, which pushes King away, which this episode is great because it shows how it shows the character growth for a lot of things. Like one, King, specific King's let's talk about King first, before we get into the heavy stuff that hurt my soul. Like King along with Steve, who's pretty much given up on the Emperor's Coven. He's like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not like, I'm regretting my life choices. I don't need this anymore. So him and King go on like a journey of self-discovery. And like King even brings up, like, Lilith is basically giving what season 1 King would have loved and adored. He would have loved the attention. He would have loved, the groveling. He would have loved the sacrifices. He would have loved all of that. Season 1 King. Season 3 or 2 King, he's learned more and he should like, that's not exactly what he wants. Like,
Steve, I always wanted to have power,
right
and
here.
to command respect and fear. So now that I kind of have all that, why does my stomach feel all ugh?
And I love that. I love that. Oh, God. Sorry, my chest legitimately hurts. My chest literally feels tight because of this.
Wants can change. So can people.
Showing that Steve has changed, too. This scene right here is also very powerful.
Big, scary monster anymore.
Also, I don't want to spoil it here unless I accidentally do it. The face reveal of Steve is not something I expected. I expected him to go full Goblin Slayer or Kakashi Hatake, where we will never see Steve's face, and that's kind of the joke. No, we see it, and he looks like he's probably the older brother of a certain other character who I have said I really don't like last episode, and now again I'm like, damn it, am I gonna like him now because he's related to this guy? But Steve is awesome. And basically, just showing the difference of King and stuff like that. But yeah, and then while that's going on, we see everyone's getting prepared for the Day of Unity. Lilith was also trying to make a blood sacrifice. But and I'm not downplaying King stuff. I don't want to downplay that because that is very important, stuff like that too. Especially with like even Steve's thing, because Steve sees two grandmas who love each other, and Steve just breaks down crying, so I guess he wants someone up too. I don't know if it's Lilith that he wants, because Lilith kind of blushes at, I don't want to spoil the face reveal, but yeah, like right around here. Hold on. Yeah, it turns out Lilith wasn't good at her job, and also like this, and also because here's the two reasons why I think Steve and Lilith might be a thing, and it's because one, her blushing right here, it could be out of embarrassment, it could be because Steve, but also because of Hootie's reaction. It could be that Hootie's being defensive, it could be that Hootie kind of likes Lilith. No idea. All I know is, and he's getting a little jealous. All I know is that's adorable, and I kind of love this. And also, Steve has been beside Lilith the entire time. If they're just friends, awesome. But by God, if Steve has not been next to Lilith this entire time, so yeah. But just so, and also like he's reading about the covens, and like he eventually rips it up and makes King like a little paper man, and I love this. I love that. Also, it's funny that they got a shirt from the guys who tried to kill him. But where is it? it's but I legitimately want to bring up more this scene because what Luz decides for her perfect day. Okay, two things about this actually. What Luz decides to do for her perfect day is go get King's stuffed animal. That's her thing, to get King's stuffed animal for King. I'm going to bring up why that's very important if you haven't figured that one out yet, but I don't know if this joke was made before knowing about the cancellation. Well, and somebody's like, it's not canceled. It pretty much got canceled. Like, there's a difference between having an entire season and being told, okay, here's 3 episodes, fix this and end this real quick. Like, I like, here's the thing, and I've told my brother this too. Like, movies are fun, and I love movies. I'll go see the new Marvel movies and whatever stuff. Like, I like fun movies. My favorite movie is Godzilla King of the Monsters. That being said, if you gave me the choice between a show versus a movie or a TV series, I would probably prefer the show. Because the show obviously allows for more story, more character development, more downtime, more for the characters to talk with each other. I prefer that over a movie, because a movie, especially if it's like I haven't made a review yet for Multiverse of Madness. I have seen it. Something like the Multiverse of Madness. That would have been a extremely good show. That really would have been. Because you would be allowed to visit multiple different worlds, visit different things. And maybe, yeah, they're setting it up for later. They allow you to visit multiple different worlds and, like, get more of a, like, kind of bond or friendship more with America Chavez and Doctor Strange. Delve more into Scarlet Witch's whole thing and, like, even, like, get a little bit more of the idea of these different worlds. You could add even all the cameos that everyone's kind of angry about didn't happen. But, like, for me, like, called Multiverse Madness, you visit really 2 worlds. Yeah, they visit a few in between, but only 2 worlds, and that's it. A TV show would allow you to expand on that a lot more. That's why, like, I'm happy. Okay, cool. We're going to get 3 more I think 3 or 4 specials for the Owl House, and cool. And they're going to be, like, hours long. I think, like, each one's, like, 40 minutes, I think. Maybe a little bit longer. But I would rather it be the full season. That's my whole thing. I like movies. I would rather it be a full season. So when I heard this line, I'm wondering if this was told after. I wonder if they were told this after the cancellation. Either they put it in, or if they already knew when they were making this half of the season. Let's see, it's right here, I think.
Rather, I don't know, have a beach day?
Maybe if we had time for 20 more adventures.
And I'm pretty sure like 20 more adventures are 20 episodes, because I think that's how many episodes are in a season. Like, actually, hold on. Because Titan, Where Art Thou? And I think let me see, because in the first season there were how many? There was 19 episodes. Wait, is Titan, Where Art Thou the last episode for this season? It wouldn't be surprising if it is, for how heavy it freaking slapped me in the emotions. But God, like, no, there's still, okay, 21. Okay, so there's 2 more episodes for this season. So yeah, like, it wouldn't be, so I feel like this was kind of slipped in there, but let me get to the meat of this episode, is all the parallels to the first episode. For example, and just to show the characters' growth, because this episode is very much the episode, like, kind of cashing the check on a lot of their growth, where Ida, like, is like, okay, yeah, magic, this weird kid's here, okay, to, I want to defend this girl with my life, she is my daughter, to Luz, who is like, why are you sacrificing so much to get a plastic Burger King crown, essentially Burger Queen crown, when her plan is with both of them not, like, obviously Luz has her magic with her glyphs, but they're not, they don't have Ida's complete magic. Without that magic, Luz is risking a lot just to get this stuffed animal to help King, make King feel better, similar to what Ida was doing in the first episode. And again, I love the entire thing of Ida being just straight motherly the entire time. Like, even right now, like, instead of trying to go balls to the wall in or try to go for the most destructive way in or flashy way in, she's legitimately going, okay, we need to go in stealth-wise. I don't want to risk you. So,
After your little trip into his mind, if we want to stay alive, we gotta be inconspicuous.
also, I will say this. I love that.
Take me to
I love the juxtaposition, but also I kind of like, I think this is supposed to be like, kind of like, I didn't realize that that's the one, that's her pot, yeah, but this is also, oh, not that pot. This is a cone. So that's actually probably another pull back to the first episode or second episode where Luz, had the cone on her head like a witch because she thought it looked like a witch's hat, and then it turns out it was actually just a cone that they painted, or that was all black and dusty. But also, I love how she's wearing, like, her outfit still has the cut up in this. It's great. But yeah, the juxtaposition there is great. Auntie Lilith is a bad babysitter. This scene, God, this scene too.
We want to find Francois. If things get hairy, you fly out of here as fast as you can.
Ida's straight going, you need to, things go bad, get out. Like, get out as fast as you can. Like, and Luz just, basically saying she doesn't want that, but you see it.
Just say okay, okay?
Okay.
It's like, how many stories have you seen where it's the mentor or the father figure or whoever, like, at one point that tells the kid, you something bad happens, get out of here, and then that mentor dies. That's kind of what this is. And like,
Oh, and if you find a box labeled Ida's longest toenails, grab that too.
Ew.
and then even like Ida trying to make a little joke a little bit, even though it's not a joke because we do see that is an important box. Trying to make her Luz happy and try to bring up her spirits. I love that. I love that. And then this scene right here, this scene, or like we obviously know Rain is a good guy. And like this show knows how to use the audience's expectation or like knowledge kind of against them. And I like that. Where again, like, I think everyone pretty much confirmed or already knew from the time travel episode that Bellows was Philip. I think we all kind of knew that immediately. But what we didn't know was Luz's reaction to that knowledge. We did not know that, and the reveal was amazing. It was dark. It, like, you felt the pain that Luz went through. Like, it is beautiful. I loved it. Oh God. But with that being said, like, it plays against. So this scene, like, we know Rain, when Rain says, I'll be there to pick up the package. I won't, like, when Ida's talking to Rain, she's not talking to someone. Oh yeah, here's when Steve starts crying, seeing the two grandmas who love each other, and I love that. So yeah, he wants someone to love. Also, when they help some people, and the little girl learns to thank, like, she seems like they're helping someone who's hurt, and that's adorable. And Like, if anything, what Stephen King done here is probably going to help with the rebellion, but this, right, like again, like the idea of knowing, because of this entire scene, which I don't want to put too much in because I don't want to get copyrighted or I'll have to edit these over again, but
Captain, I thought I told you to. Ida?
like we know that Rain knows that Rain is trying to we know that Rain is trying to protect Ida, but this whole bit right here with Ida, the how much motherly she goes, how she says my kids, like
Ida?
Please, just give me a minute. I'm not trying to start trouble.
like it's tragic. This is so tragic because we know Rain is on her side immediately. We know Rain is on her side. It's not like we're guessing. No, Rain is completely 100% on Ida's side. But Ida doesn't know that, and so everything that Ida is saying, everything is 100% genuine. It is 100% genuine. It is 100% like what she would say to try to convince an evil Rain or a Rain that would try to like do something bad. So like this is a woman who's laying everything out on the table where she's like, she does make some jokes.
You're wearing a stolen uniform.
And I am working it. Listen, I don't know what you're hiding, but I do know that somewhere deep inside, you still care about me.
I love.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have let me walk free back at the Coven Parade.
Which is true.
Rain,
Right here.
know about the Day of Unity and the draining spell. Nope, I saw that expression.
I also love that little expression was caught by Ida. Because, you know, for us, it'd be like, oh, they know. Like, we know they know.
It is that bad, isn't it? That's why I need your help.
There's no time for your schemes, Ida.
Wait, this is for my kids.
That right there, and then
They can't be around during the Day of Unity. To put them in a castle, bunker, get them on an airship, I don't care.
and you see it's breaking Rain's heart too. So again, it's another layer of just like tear jerking where like Rain wants to help their love. I'm sorry, but they want to help you. They want to make Ida, you know, happy. They want to protect Ida, but they're just seeing right now that like they're just seeing right now that they're hurting her also more, especially right now. Because, like, Ida wouldn't need to say, like, a thing. Like, Ida would just need to say, I need my kids out of here. And Rain would, like, if Rain wasn't trying to hide things, could just go, yes, I'm going to be there in 10 minutes. Like, give me a minute.
An airship, I don't care. Just keep them safe. If you do, I'll give myself up right now.
Look at that self-sacrifice. I love this so much. That's a freaking hero.
Come along, Sprout.
And then when you see this woman, because again, similar idea where Rain looked like she was going to try to hurt King or lose at the Coven's Day parade. I'm like, oh, okay, we're fine. And then once this woman pops up, I'm like, oh no, we're not. Run. Oh God.
Places to be, hedges to trim.
Awaiting further instructions, Head Witch.
Stay put. I'll send someone to receive the package.
Your uniform looks outdated, Captain. Looking like a pile of compost.
Compost is made of shit. Saying that she looks like a pile of shit. But this.
Are you sending me away?
That. Because, again, ties to the first episode. And I'll say this now. Again, like, my dislike for Camilla has waned way more than like, and some people might get mad at me for me even not disliking Camilla. The way, like I don't hate her, I guess now, or I still don't like her action that she did sending her daughter away when a snake when she said, yeah, I'll do my thing. And then the snake jumped out of Luz's hand and bit the principal not on purpose. And also like, you know, sending to a camp that literally says they're gonna make you think inside the box. I still don't like that. But again, I don't like that. But this is a good comparison to Camilla sending Luz away But this version, obviously, I definitely followed Ida way more than that, and I completely understand Ida's thing. Ida is scared for her daughter. Again, the Camilla one, it's up in the air because it feels more along, like, I don't know if there was an immediate danger for Luz. Like, oh yeah, she would go to jail if we didn't send her to this. Maybe if there was something along those lines, maybe I would feel like more, not okay, but better about her sending her to that camp. Again, yes, V had a good time at the camp. She lived in a cage. Like, you really can't go anywhere better than up from there, really. But yeah, it's not, that's not like the conformatorium or whatever, stuff like that. Yes, okay, I get it. But this one I like more because, yes, there is an immediate danger. Yes, Ida is scared for her kids. Yes, Ida is is basically kind of sending Luz away, similar to how Camilla sent Luz away to the camp. Like, it is parallels where this is the second mom that's tried to sending Luz away, but this isn't in a sense because of who she is. This isn't in a sense because of her Luz getting in trouble or the world not knowing how to deal with Luz. So they'd say, let's send her to a camp to make her think inside the box. It's not that. This is, I'm afraid for my daughter and my son. I'm afraid for my daughter and my son. I need to send them somewhere to be safe. And I like, it's, again, the parallels of the first episode, like, and like, you see it's hurting both Ida and Luz.
You're sending me away? But I can help. Why don't you get that?
And you see it's definitely hurting Luz. Like,
Call Rain back. Tell them there's no package to receive. I'm not going anywhere until Belos is defeated.
And obviously Luz wants to stay with her mom to help. And Ida has to make the hard choice. Because I'm pretty sure season 1 Ida would probably say, sure, come along. Sure, come along. This Ida, no. She doesn't want her daughter hurt. She doesn't want this girl to get hurt. Like, oh god. I'm being choked up.
You're still underestimating me.
Luz thinks it's underestimating. It's just Ida trying to protect her because there is no plan. There's no
Fine. Just get back to King.
Again, just right here.
You're going with Rain.
And just, you see it's like Ida's not trying to be mean or not trying to push Luz away. She's not trying to say something hurtful. She's just saying, you need to go. Like, I like that. Because, again, a lesser show would try to, like, Ida would try to break the bond that her and Luz have to send Luz away. That is what a lesser show would do. It would try to break the bond that these two have, where Ida would try to be extra mean or try to do something to send Luz away. And then, Luz would go away and sulk and then be like, no, I have to come back and, whatever. Or, like, she'd have to figure it out. Like, that would be a lesser show. This is not that. Ida is 100% saying, you need to go because I'm scared for you. I'm scared for my daughter. Like,
They'll keep you safe.
You can't make me.
Yes, I can.
and again, Ida's going to use force because that's the only way that Luz is going to go. Especially because this is, again, the second time a mom is sending her away. I also do love that they did that. Yeah, immediately, like, yeah, Albert, stop flying real quick. But, oh god. And like every action that Luz is doing to Ida, it's like, I don't want this. I don't want to see these two fight. This is a fight I don't want. Oh god, it's so heartbreaking. And you see, like, Ida's really not even trying to quote-unquote fight. She's just trying to stop Luz or grab her. That's it. Or try to talk to her. That's...
Rain will be here soon. I'll have King join you afterwards.
God, I'm hurting.
I can help with your plan.
It's time to go.
Hands up, Owl Lady.
Oof. And it does show that, like, Ida is strong, but, and, like, yeah, we did see the kids last episode take down one of these things, but that was also, like, what, Amity, Willow, who's overpowered with magic, plant magic, and probably a few other kids, maybe, along with a teacher, I'd imagine probably also helped, where this is Ida alone fighting, and yeah, her alone can't fight these things, even in her super form.
Lock 'em up! And use the heavy-duty stuff this time.
Oh, God, where... But then, then there's just this scene. Because here's the thing, I've felt this before. this complete just crying, trying to hold it in, like, kind of thing. Like, loses defeat, loses, like, can't believe, like, she believes she is completely betrayed. She is completely sad. She is completely disheartened. She is broken right here. And, like, you can just see it, and I don't love it, but, like, I love being able to see the emotion in it.
You happy now? This way, neither of us can stop Bellows.
And then just this part coming up.
Couldn't you just let me help?
This part too. I mean, the next one, but...
Your stupid plan. Is it because I'm a kid? Do you think I'm still that weak? Well...
It's because there is no plan.
And then,
Okay?
that's where Ida's breaking down.
Me and Lilith don't have magic, and we don't have allies. We're useless. We have you and King.
I like that. We have you and we have King. Like, they have to protect, like...
So I wasn't going to do anything to make sure that you were safe.
God, I love this mom so much.
But now, it's all over.
Let go!
And this is the soul-crushing, heartbreaking part of this episode. And when, like, just...
Bellows is a witch hunter! You have to listen! Oh.
This right here hurts so much.
Ida, can you hear me? I'll listen to you now. I'll do whatever you say. Just fight back, please! Ida!
Oh, shit. Fuck. Just Luz begging and crying for her mom to fight back, that she'll listen. Oh, God. Shit. Oh, God. Just her crying for her mom and wanting, like, saying that she'll listen, that she'll just to fight back and stay her. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Yes, I'm crying at a cartoon. Shut up. Yes, I'm crying at it. I love this story so much. And that scene hurts so bad. So bad. I don't want to watch it because it's going to hurt more. But this, then, right here. Here's the thing. This right here, if Ida was, like, let's say taken, if let's say Ida was petrified, if Ida was taken, petrified, ended, this, like, every dark AU that you think is going to happen right now at this point. That, like, Luz would probably lose her shit and would probably go primal. I think she would, like, if something did happen to Ida, so that she would just rush straight into the Emperor's Coven, guns blazing with every spell she has again. And if Ida was gone, like it would be the end. like if Ida was gone, like Luz would go like this is where like the bad ending. Like if there was a point in time of this timeline, of the Owl House timeline, where you would say like the bad ending and the good ending, it's right here. It is right here, because if they were captured and Rain doesn't save them, which we do see, yes, obviously, we do see that Rain saves them, that growl, that right there is 100%. If like Luz would go full Uchiha on their asses. Would she win? Probably not. That's also the sad part. Luz isn't an overpowered hero. She doesn't have the special super gift like a Willow or Gus, which again, I like that. It's a way more it's more balanced, giving the side characters like kind of a higher power boost than let's say Luz has right now. Though Luz in her own way is very powerful and more powerful than some cases. Because again, certain weaknesses and advantages between every magic. But this right here, like this is where there is an AU. I think it's the Outlaw AU. I can't remember. It's a cool AU. I like just the few pictures I've seen. I love it. Where after it's like if Ida got petrified, like Amity would leave the Emperor's Coven, Luz would become like almost like a rogue hero and kind of take up the place of Ida as a wild witch and trying to find a cure for petrification and stop Bellows. And Gus and Willow would also break away. Like I feel like this right here would be the spawn of that. Like this would be of and I don't think maybe she is revenge filled in that AU. I don't know too much on that, but this would be a revenge filled. Like Luz going after Bellows. Like this is the Luz that would probably like for years try to like enhance her powers to then take down Bellows. That is who this is. And this
Where is she? Take me to Ida. If you touch a single feather on her head, I'll...
like, oh my god.
Luz, it's okay.
Just Ida like almost laughing, but also it feels almost like a cry too. It's just like it just like kind of listen to Ida's voice.
Take me to Ida. If you touch a single feather on her head, I'll...
Luz.
that like laugh kind of at the
It's
end.
okay.
You could tell like Ida was probably crying too, and obviously Ida's the first face to see. Also, a little bit of an animation flummox. Maybe he might have been down here, but like he wasn't on there when she jumped
I'm going
out.
to set you down. Please try not to bite anyone.
Well, you see, Luz. This is your other stepbrother. This is your stepbrother, and your two stepsisters from Rain's side of the family.
Who are these people?
Hey, your Uncle Steve. And that one wild child. And King.
So, you must be the famous human witch.
Rain and Luz finally meet. I love it. I love it so much.
Ida's been bragging about you for hours.
Trust me, Ida's been bragging about you for months.
I'm Rain.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe I'm actually meeting you in person. I heard all about your adventures with Ida.
I love them finally meeting together, and then...
I had a feeling they'd know more. You would have been locked away if it weren't for me.
And so Darius was the one who saved their ass. Obviously, along with Ebon Wolf.
Horrible actor. I had to make it look real.
Rain's a bard, but that doesn't mean they're good at everything, every kind of performance thing.
This is just like Hexside.
Did you know any of this stuff when you were in charge?
These two. Spoiler alert. It's Tev.
I'm starting to think I wasn't very good at my job.
God, it's funny to think all this was happening while Lilith was like, oh yes, I'm the pinnacle of whatever. It's like, no, you're not. You're not even paying attention.
Rain, why didn't you tell me anything?
And then this is where another good scene. It's talking. I don't. I love this scene a lot too.
But it helped.
Is it so unbelievable that I wanted to keep you safe?
Because then Ida immediately, especially after Rain sees this, because this is immediately.
But in typical Ida fashion, you're not gonna stop until you make things right.
Her hearing that and then looking at Luz, because she knows 100% that's her goddamn daughter, because Luz would do the exact same thing, where if she would have told her or whatever, Luz would go off on her own to try to do something in her own Luz way. And Ida's like, yep, that's exactly what my daughter's gonna freaking or is trying to do. And she knew immediately. And Rain, so yeah. Like, she's recognizing it right there.
I guess not.
She's recognizing it all right there. They're like, yeah.
Things aren't hopeless.
God, now I'm tiring up again.
Stop, fellows.
And then obviously this bit I love.
Introduce
Wait, hold on.
the Covens against the throne,
We talked about this. You promised.
aka
The rebellion's new name.
I did not agree to this name.
the Cats.
Everything's come full circle, baby.
And that's this episode. I love this episode. This is probably my favorite episode. You have Ida being a mom for most of it. You have the parallels to the first episode where you have, except instead of Ida trying to go get a paper crown for King to make King feel better, it's Luz doing it to get a stuffed animal for King to feel better. You have Ida as a mom trying to send Luz away for her protection, which I guess that's the idea that Camilla did what she did to try to help Luz, but again, how she went about it wasn't good. I get the gist of that, but it still wasn't good, at least from my point of view, to send her away that way to a place that's supposed to keep you inside the box. But you have that parallel between Ida and Camilla there, where they're both send their daughter away for Camilla's, I would say, I guess, yes, so Luz could try to fit in, I guess, but Ida is straight, yes, I'm trying to protect my daughter, and I'm way more on Ida's side of sending Luz away than everything, because Luz isn't a overpowered hero. She is not the chosen one. Well, I guess kind of, but, she's not the chosen one, stuff like that, so I'm 100% on that. You have King's parallel with King basically almost having what he wanted in season 1, but realizing that's not what he wanted. You have the cat hoodie tying in with Luz, the first act of rebellion, getting to the conformatory and putting on the thing as this guy's going meow meow. I love this episode. This episode has so much good in it. And again, there's so many scenes that can make me cry. And they're usually family scenes, surprisingly enough. Coco. That movie is a good ass movie. That is a great fun movie. The part where he sings at the end, where Coco, I can't remember his names. The main character, when he sings his grandma at the end, will probably always pull tears out of my eyes. That will always pull tears out of my eyes. I cried in the theater when I saw it. I think I've cried every time ever since I've seen that scene. That scene will pull tears out of my eyes. This, I'm pretty sure Luz crying for Ida. I don't want to get too much into it because I'm going to start choking up again. Luz crying for Ida in the thing, saying she'll listen, basically saying don't leave, fight back, I think that scene will always choke me up, because it is it's so heartbreaking and it hurts, but oh my god, is it so good. But this episode is probably my favorite. Because, God, the emotions in this are so good. The feeling of it, the feeling of, like, the characters, seeing the growth of all these characters. Like, it is paying off real big. And then, obviously, at the end, Luz gives the bunny to King. There's the box of toenails, which are not. It's actually the palistrum wood, and I want to do something fancy, like, oh yeah, it ended where it began, and let's. I don't want to. I'm not doing it too much of a justice, but the palistrum wood.
I thought you'd want to carve your palisman. What do you say?
And Ida.
Unity is in 2 days. I have to focus on stopping Bellows and...
Also, this right here is so adorable. This, also another thing that, I don't know, it's not, I don't know if it's an Easter egg or not. The Azura book here and the confiscated stuff. Like, they got Luz's stuff too. It's not just like, oh, we just got King's. No, and like, Ida's, no, they got everything, including Luz's stuff.
You goob. Hey, this isn't all on you.
Yeah, we have teammates now.
I love that. Also, I do love this line too, so I'm happy I came back for this.
Hey, this isn't all on you.
Yeah, we have teammates now. Meow meow.
What if the palisman doesn't like me?
By my count, you've befriended more enemies than I have claws on my paw.
Yeah.
Plenty of witches and demons would have ditched this.
And it actually makes sense a lot of the time. It isn't kind of like Naruto where, like, 20, 30 people all become friends. Like, I feel like Naruto, if Naruto was if the writer of Naruto written the Owl House, obviously Luz would probably be OP. But also, Luz would have befriended Kikimora. Luz would have befriended Snapdragon. Luz would have befriended like everyone except maybe Bellows. Like, and then maybe even Bellows. This, no. And I like this too, where Ida talks about
Plenty of witches and demons would have ditched this rock already. But you keep learning and you keep fighting. What's not to like, huh?
Thanks, Ida. I think I'm ready to carve.
So we're probably gonna get the palisman next episode. Maybe, who knows?
You're gonna show me how to do this, right?
Oh, duh. My dad taught me the ropes. Here, let's make sure we have some space. Lay the wood here.
Are you gonna carve me?
Calm down, King. Now, let's take it slow. We've got all the time in the world.
And they're gonna have some family bonding, some mother-daughter bonding there. So, and they're gonna carve Luz's palace, so we might see it next episode. And it'd be kind of cool to see it, next episode, for the next 2 episodes. I am iffy on introducing a new character, I guess a new palisman, kind of, in a sense. It is a new character, but I don't know, maybe because it's not a talking character, it'll be okay, hopefully. But, yeah, that was this episode. It was beautiful. I loved it. I loved the emotions in it. I loved the character development, payoff. I love pretty much everything in this episode. I love everything in this episode. It's pretty great. Lulu needs to get some therapy. And the Owl family's back together, and it is funny. The cats have in their base, they have a printed out sign that says "Cats." Like, who made that? But I love this episode. This is great. Made me cry multiple times. And I love the parallels. I love the writing. I think this is probably one of the best episodes of the Owl House. Like, I legitimately love this so much. And later on today, I gotta go see freaking Amphibious. So great. But thank you all so much for watching. For your videos that I've done, links are on my face because there's so much for your videos. This was a good ass episode. This episode was so damn good. and I am honestly kind of excited to see I'm excited to see what's gonna happen next. Obviously, I want to see what Luz Palisman. I think it's gonna it's very heavily hinted that it's gonna be a bat, and I guess Luz doesn't need a bird palisman, but I want it to be a bird palisman because Dana straight says that bird palismans are kind of a clawthorn thing, and I would love if that was the case. I guess a bat is probably the best you could get of like 2 worlds of it, with like the idea of like it's still a flying creature, but then it's also its own thing. But I would love if it was another bird. I would, just for that more connection. But then again, Luz is Ida's kid, no matter what palisman she makes. That's 100%. Luz is Ida's kid. But tell me what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Did you cry? Because I sure as hell did. Thanks for watching. Check out the videos. Tell me what you guys think. This episode was so good, and we will see you later. If my audio recording is messed up, I'm legitimately going to be kind of mad.